Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're going to dive deep into the insights of legendary investor Ray Dalio, who sounded the alarm recently on significant wealth transfers and its implications.
You can't spend more than you earn without getting into debt. And if you have debt, you have to pay back the debt. The only difference is you can print the money. And so the question is, what ends that, or is there no end to that?
Now, first off, I think it's important to understand what these wealth transfers actually are. Now, as Dalio points out, a massive movement of trillions of dollars from the public sector and the bondholders straight to the private sector. This means households and businesses. While this sounds great for the average Joe, it's the central governments that are actually feeling the pinch now. So now let's talk the numbers. Now in 2020 and 2021, the US government's expenditures exceeded its earnings. How did they bridge the gap? Debt, and a lot of it. And it was facilitated by the central banks printing money and buying US government bonds. Now, this did give a boost to personal savings and provided some economic relief, but at what cost? Now, you fast forward to 2022 with inflation on the rise and unemployment at an all-time low, and there was a notable shift. Interest rates began to climb, causing a drop in the value of existing government bonds. And this didn't just affect your everyday bondholders. The Federal Reserve, which holds a significant chunk of these bonds, also felt that impact. And with rising interest rates, the cost of servicing debt also shot up, edging governments closer to what Dalio warns as a potential debt spiral. Dalio is clear in his message. Governments, like you and me, have bills to pay, but they have two tools that we don't. One, they have the power to raise taxes, and two, they have the power to print money. But these are short-term fixes. Dalio suggests that we might be in a kick the can down the road scenario, which, let's be honest, is not a long-term solution. So what's the way out of all this? How do we get out of this mess? Well, Dalio talks about the term a beautiful deleveraging. So it's a four-pronged approach. Number one, cut spending. Tighten those government purse strings even if it's not popular. Number two, debt reduction. Time to relook and restructure all government debts. Number three, wealth redistribution. It might be time for the wealthy to chip in a little bit more, and that might be through taxes. And then number four, printing money, but with a word of caution. It's a double-edged sword, and it needs to be balanced unlike we've been doing in the past. In conclusion, the US is at a crossroads. Short-term relief measures like printing money have their place, but we need to think long-term to avoid a debt spiral. Dalio's insights are not just a warning, but a call to action for both policymakers and investors. So let's wrap up today's deep dive into Ray Dalio's perspective on US debt situation. The road ahead is challenging, but with careful navigation, there is hope for economic stability. Until next time, stay safe and informed, guys. And if you like this video or want to stay updated, make sure to smash that subscribe button, like and follow. Love your comments. See you next time.